Hi everyone, welcome. Thank you for joining me today. We're going to get started right away. All you will need is your mat. If you do have blocks, you can have it handy. If you are working on kind of hamstring opening, you need to lengthen your arms, you can have that, or just a few books. So getting started, I'm going to relax your shoulders, find a comfortable seated position. Have your spine nice and tall. Close your eyes. Breathing in and out through the nose. Allow for your breath to flow easily in and out. And perhaps setting an intention for your practice today. And weaving your intention into your breath. And so that each time you focus on the breath, you are reminded of your intention. Your breath will also be the guide to your practice. And we'll begin with a sound of Om. Connect your palms together in front of your heart. Take a deep breath in. Om. Bow your head, open your eyes with a few blinks, release your palms, place your hands forward, come into a tabletop position. And from tabletop, just checking that your palms are shoulder width, fingers are pointing straight forward. Tuck your toes, lift your hips. Come into your first down dog here. Pedal the heels as you sway your hips. Notice the sensation in your body. Grounding down into all four corners of your palms. And then trying to feel the sit bones lift upwards using your core while the heels press down. Feeling the back of your legs, perhaps your calves, your ankles. When you inhale next, start to come forward to a plank position, separating your shoulder blades, grounding into your knuckles and your fingers. And as you exhale, send the hips up. Move back to your downward facing dog. So the distance between your hands and feet between down dog and plank should be the same. So inhale, come forward again. And when you exhale, send the hips up. One more time, we're gonna breathe in, come forward. And let's lower the knees for this first round, shifting the weight forward, feeling almost a little bit of a stretch in your wrist. Come to your Chaturanga, push back up to plank, and then to your downward facing dog. And do the same thing again, breathe in, come forward. Feel free to lower your knees, come to Chaturanga. Don't go lower than the elbows, lift back up to plank, and then to your downward facing dog. Good, one more time, breathe in, come forward. Exhale, lower partly, halfway, push back up to plank, and then to your downward dog again. And from here, just allow your palms to slowly walk back towards your feet, coming to the very back of your mat. Inhale, come to a halfway lift, arching your spine, your back muscles are strong. Exhale, full forward. Pressing into your feet, lift all the way up, breathe and stretch. And when you exhale, release your arms by your side. Pausing in your Tadasana for a moment, shoulders relax, pressing into the toe mounds, your heels, inner arches, outer edges. Make sure you have even weight between the right foot and the left foot as well. Then as you inhale, you'll reach the arms up again. When you exhale, full forward. Breathe in, halfway lift. And when you exhale, walk your palms forward, come to your plank. Shoulders over the hands. This time when you breathe out, lower all the way onto your belly. Untuck your toes, press your thighs down. Try not to use your palms too much. Pull your shoulders back. Lift your heart forward, come into your cobra. And when you exhale, you will release. Just like that, breathe in, engage the back body, lift your heart forward, press your legs down, and then exhale, release. One more time, breathe in, shoulders pull back, lift your heart forward, and exhale, come down. So for one more time, we're gonna lift into Cobra. You're either staying here, not straining your low back. If your spine feels okay, you'll press a little more into the hands, straightening the arms, lift your thighs, pull your chest forward, And then as you breathe out, we'll move back to downward facing dog, lifting the hips up, roll over the toes. You're in your down dog here. And then lift the right leg up, bend the right knee, turn your hip open. Stack your right hip over the left, squeeze the heel in. Breathe. So you want to focus on trying to lift the right knee up higher and then press your left heel down at the same time. Go ahead and take another inhale. Exhale, bring your right knee, try to touch your right elbow. Then when you inhale, sweep the right leg all the way back up, leg to the sky, and then exhale, release your right foot down. Send your left leg up, bend your left knee, turn your left hip open, pointing the knee up to the ceiling, squeeze your left heel in, try to press your bottom heel down, and at the same time lift your left knee up against that. Both hands are glued to the mat. Try not to bring all the weight into your right hand, leaving your left hand a lot lighter. Take another deep breath in. Exhale, bring your left knee, touch your left elbow. Good. Inhale, sweep the left leg straight up towards the ceiling, and then exhale, release your left foot down onto the mat. From here, we'll breathe in, come to plank. And then exhale, find your chaturanga. Feel free to use your knees. Inhale, lift your chest, up dog or cobra. And as you exhale, send your hips up, roll over the toes, downward facing dog. From your down dog, start to walk your feet forward towards the top of your mat. Take little steps, there's no rush. Once you're at the top, breathe in, slide the hands up towards the shins to a halfway lift, and exhale, fold. Press into your feet, lift all the way up, breathe in, stretch. And then exhale, release your arms by your side. Feet can be hip width or you can have your legs together. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, fold. Breathe in, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands down. Step, hop, or walk your feet back. Plank to chaturanga. Use your knees if you need. Inhale to your back bend. No strain to your lower back. Exhale, send your hips up, downward facing dog. And from your down dog here, we will lift the right leg up again. Exhale, cross your right knee to your left elbow. Lift it back up on the breath in. And then turn your hip open again. So again, we're trying to point the right knee up towards the ceiling. And then now from here, keep your hips turned open so the right hip stacks over the left. Start to straighten the right leg up to the ceiling. And then point your right foot towards the left side of your mat, towards the floor. So you're getting a deeper side body stretch. I'm not bringing my right hip down, I'm keeping my right hip up. And just trying to lower the leg towards the floor, but with the leg straight. Slowly release your right foot down, bring your knees down on the mat, untuck the toes, let the hips melt back into a child's pose. Hands can slide by the feet if that feels nicer. A change for your shoulders. So we are spending a lot of time in our down dog. You can also stack your palms. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Open your mouth, sigh it out. Coming back to your downward facing dog. Palms down, lift the hips. Reconnect with how the hands feel, your wrists, your shoulders. We'll send the left leg up. Breathe in, bring your left knee to your right elbow. Exhale, lift it back up, breathe in, bend the left knee. So we're turning the hip open again. Equal weight in both the hands. So have a twist happening in your torso. Good. From here, your left leg starts to straighten up first to the sky. Keep crossing it over towards the right side without changing your shoulders or the rest of your body, and just trying to bring that left leg over to the right side and then downwards. Notice your foot's not going to come really down. If your foot can come all the way down, you likely that left hip has lowered as well. Keep it up and then try to bring the foot down. So you should feel a really nice stretch in the side waist. Breathe. And then from here, nice and slow, you will release your left foot down. This time, bring your knees onto the mat. You can keep your toes tucked. You want to keep your hips over your knees. You're walking your hands forward. Come into a puppy pose. Let your forehead melt down. Let your chest soften. You can take this pose a little more actively by not letting your elbows rest and your face just squish into the mat. Keeping your arms more active, pushing your bum back, and trying to melt your chest downwards. The next time you inhale, lift your spine back up, walk your palms back in, and then come back to your down dog. From your down dog here, you'll inhale, look forward. As you breathe out, bend your knees, walk, step, or hop to the top of your mat. Halfway lift, inhale, and exhale, fold. Lift all the way up, breathe in, and breathe out, release your arms. We'll inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, place your hands down, step or hop your legs back, find your Chaturanga. Inhale, lift your chest, and exhale, send your hips up. Good. From here, breathe. Have your sit bones lift. Try to ground the heels downwards. Squeeze your thighs. Pull the thigh bones up towards the hip sockets as the sit bones point up towards the ceiling. Don't worry if your heels can't quite touch the mat. It's okay to have the heels lifted. And then try to melt your chest towards your toes. Looking forward, next time you breathe in, lift your heels up. Exhale, bend the knees. Walk, step, or hop. Come to the top. Halfway lift, inhale. Hands can come to the shins. Exhale, fold. Lift all the way up, breathe in. And release your arms by your side, breathe out. Have your legs come together. And then inhale, bend your knees, come to your chair pose. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms down, step or hop your legs back, Chaturanga. Inhale, lift your chest. And exhale, send the hips up. From your down dog, sweep your right leg up, breathe in, step your right foot forward. I like to keep this in a lunge shape, so keep your back heel lifted, bend your front knee, and when you inhale, reach your arms up. So strong legs, push your left heel back, square your hips, breathe in, and then exhale, open up, warrior two. And then when you inhale, pick up the back toes, turn your hips, come back to a lunge. Exhale, open up, warrior two. One more time, inhale, lift the back heel, melt the hips. This time, exhale, place your hands down lightly. That back heel is still lifted. Push your hips back. Don't worry if you don't have blocks or if you can't straighten that front leg, keep a slight bend to the knee. Lengthen your chest forward. Breathe. One more breath in. And one more breath out. From here, bend your front knee, grounding into both your feet. Bring your hands up, press them into prayer. Good, keep pushing into the right foot, back leg floats up, step it forward, come back to your chair pose. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, cactus your arms, but stay in your chair pose. Elbows pull back, shoulder blades squeeze together. Inhale, lift your chest. Good, exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands down, step or hop your legs back, Chaturanga. Inhale, find your back bend. And exhale, lift your hips up, roll over the toes. And from here, left leg will lift up. Exhale, step the left foot right between the hands. Right, back heel stays lifted. Bend your front knee. Inhale, reach your arms up. Square the hips first. So arms reaching tall while the hips ground down. Legs are super active. Take an inhale here. And when you exhale, open up, warrior two. So pivoting on the right toe mound, arms reach wide. Then pivoting on the toe mound again, lift the heel, turn your hips, reach your arms back up to a lunge. Again, exhale, open. And inhale, come back. And then this time, exhale, just place your hands down. Push your hips back, allow the front leg to start to straighten. And again, don't force the leg to straighten all the way if it's not ready. It's okay to have the knees slightly bent or bent a lot more. But as long as you're actively trying to push your hips back, you will get the benefit of the pose. Breathe. Next time you inhale, front knee bends, ground into the feet, transferring all the weight into the legs, palms come to prayer, and then start to slowly glide your right foot, lift it up, step it forward, bend both your knees, arms reach up, come back to chair. Make sure that your toes are light in chair. Exhale, come to cactus. Elbows pull back, shoulder blades squeeze together, try to lift your chest, push your bum back, toes stay light, take one more inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Halfway lift, breathe in. And as you exhale, place your hands down, step or hop your legs back, Chaturanga. Inhale, lift your chest. And exhale, send the hips up. Good. From here, we'll lift the right leg up again, breathe in. Exhale, step the right foot forward, bring it between the hands. Front knee bends, inhale, arms reach up. And exhale, bring your hands to the hips. Breathe in, lift the hips. Exhale, bend the knees. Good, again, inhale, lift the hips, push your left heel back. Exhale, bend the right knee. One more, gonna inhale, lift the hips. Keep the hands there, push your hips back, reach your chest forward. Pause, you might not be able to go really far, that's okay. Try to keep the hands on the hips. Draw the navel in. Keep pushing your bum back, reaching your heart forward rather than just coming downwards. Take one more breath in, one more breath out. Bend that front knee, place your hands down, sweep your right leg back, bend the knee here, turn the hip open like we did earlier in the beginning of our practice. Point your knee up, press your left heel down. Breathe in. Exhale, bring your right knee to your left elbow. Lift the leg back, up, inhale. And then exhale, step the right foot between your palms. Open up, warrior two. Reverse your warrior, breathe in. Bend that front knee. And then straighten your right leg, reach your right arm forward, place the right hand downwards, reach your left arm up. So in your triangle pose, Trikonasana, again, don't rest your hand onto your leg. The right arm is weightless. You're not sinking down. Squeeze the left side of your body. Good, both legs are strong. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, place your palms together in prayer in front of your chest. Bend your front knees slowly. Your spine doesn't really change here. Good. Lift your back heel, turn your hips, spine still kind of the same. 45 degrees angle. Press into your hands, lean forward, glide your left foot, watch your balance. Pull up that left leg. Push your hands together, lift your right hip crease. From here, interlace the hands, start to stand up, lift your left knee, push your palms up towards the ceiling. Good, lift the knee a little higher, breathe in. Good, exhale, release your hands, bring them to the hips. From here, your left knee is lifted. Bring the ankle in front of your right thigh. Press the thigh back. Good, palms can come back to prayer. You're also welcome to take this in tree pose. As long as your foot is not pushing into your knee, you can have your foot on the inner thigh or by the inside of your calf. So whichever one works for you. And then arms will reach up. Good. Feel like you're tucking your tailbone. So you're pushing your hip creases forward, whether your legs are in tree or figure four. So try to push your hips forward, lift your chest up. So almost like you're trying to back bend, but instead of dumping into the low back, you're trying to feel taller, feel lighter in your pose. First option, you're just staying here, try to lift your chest. Second option, if you feel okay, you're gonna look up towards the ceiling, so turning your gaze. Last option, keep pushing the hips, maybe starting to reach your hands back, but don't dump into the low back. So if you only feel like you're crunching into the back body here just to come into the pose, come out of it first. You wanna feel light, lift your chest. Good. Take one more inhale. It's okay if you lose your balance. And as you exhale, draw the navel in, come back through center. Left knee points forward. And then from here, we're sending the left leg all the way back again. Left palm comes down, right arm will lift up. Breathe in. And exhale, release your right hand down, step your right foot back. Vinyasa or go to downward dog. Good. Breathe through the nose. Open your mouth, sigh it out. Again, breathe in. Sigh it out. So we're going to do the exact same thing on the other side. We'll sweep the left leg up when you breathe in. Exhale, step the left foot between the palms. Bend the front knee. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, bring your hands to the hips. Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, bend the front knee. Again, breathe in. And exhale. One more, inhale. And exhale. All right, setting the hips up. Legs are strong, leaning forward with your chest, pushing back with your hips. Don't worry if you can't go super far. And then hands trying to stay on the hips so that you're forcing your body and you're stabilizing muscles as well as your legs here to help you find your balance rather than just relying on hands all the time. So moving really slow here, keeping your legs strong. Breathe. As you inhale, bend your front knee, lift your arms back up, open up, warrior two. Reverse your warrior, breathe in. Then straighten your left leg, exhale, reach your left arm forward. Don't crunch into the left side body. Keep the right side oblique strong. Left hand can just touch the shin, right arm reaching up. Bring your hand a little lower. You can grab the big toe if that's what you're used to, but it doesn't matter, it's not heavy on the side body. Good. From here, you're placing your palms into prayer. Remember, so bending the front knee. Good. Lift the back heel. So grounding into the front foot, interlace the hands, slide forward. Again, watch your balance. Palms pushing in. Right foot lifts, interlacing the hands, start to stand up. Lifting the right knee, push your palms up towards the ceiling. Breathe. Good. So from here, hands can release to the hips. Bringing your right ankle in front of your left thigh. Flexing the ankle, pushing the thigh back. Staying here, you can also take the leg into tree. Good. So once again, hip creases. Try to press that forward. Tuck your tailbone. Lower belly is strong. Arms can then start to reach up. So as we maintain this pose, feel your left toes. Try not to death grip into the toes. Keep the toes relatively soft so that I can help you balance. Stand here, or you can try to look up. Turn your gaze up. Lift your chest. Tuck your tailbone. Push the hips forward. And then maybe try to add a little bit of a back bend. But once again, you're not focusing on going back. You're focusing on lifting up and grounding into your left foot, pushing your hips forward away from the space behind you. And it's totally okay if you're not adding the back bend or you're losing your balance, whether you add the back bend or not. Then from here, nice and slow, you're coming back. Place your hands in prayer. Right knee comes forward. Send the right foot all the way back slowly. Place your hands down. Keep your right palm on the mat. Lift your left arm up. Come into your twist. Breathe. And then releasing your left hand down. Send your left leg all the way back. Good. Lift it up. Turn your hip open. Breathe. Release the foot. Come to your plank. Inhale. Exhale, Chaturanga. Breathe in, up dog or cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale through the nose. Sigh it out. Breathe in, look forward. Exhale, bend your knees. Walk, step, or hop to the top of your mat. Halfway lift, breathe in. And breathe out, fold. Bend your knees, come to chair. Inhale, lift the arms. Lift your heels up. Slowly sit your bum down. Bring your palms into prayer. Pressing into the hands. So you're balancing on toes. Squeeze your legs together. Don't let your knees shift, keeping your legs exactly as they are. Breathe in, lift the chest. And as you exhale, twist to the right. So turning your chest, but don't let your legs move with you. Good. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, twist to the left. Don't move your legs. Squeeze your ankles together. Keep your inner thighs strong. Inhale, come back through center. Good. Lift the knees a little higher. Round your lower back. Bring your elbows onto the knees. Palms face forward. Do not feel like you need to go any further. Dig your elbows into the knees. Feel your triceps, your side core is strong here. Otherwise, you can place your hands down. As the hands come down, don't let the knee and the elbow separate. Keep them in contact the whole time. That way you have a bit of space between your hands and your toes. Stay here, pushing elbows into the knees, and perhaps leaning forward. If you like, you can pick up your feet. You might already be there. Squeeze your heels up towards the sit bones. Don't worry if you can only lift one foot at a time. You're playing with balance here. And then we're gonna either step, hop, or shoot the legs back. Find your Chaturanga. Breathe into your up dog. And then exhale, we meet in downward facing dog. Once we're back in down dog, take a deep breath in and sigh it out. We'll sweep the right leg up when we inhale. Exhale, step the right foot forward, bring it between the hands. We'll bend the front knees, lift the arms up, lower the left knee down. Let the hips melt. Good. Palms together, bend the elbows, thumbs to the back of your neck. Push your elbows up, press your head into your forearms, let your hips melt forward, and then lift your chest up towards the sky. Just one more breath in, and one more breath out. Releasing your hands. From here, your back foot, just slide it in. And what you will do is you're gonna sit all the way back. Bring your foot out from underneath your right thigh so that your legs look like tree pose again, but you're seated. This is your Janu Shirshasana. Don't worry if the right leg cannot straighten all the way. It's okay to have the knee bent, flex your toes. If you have something you can sit on, cushions or blocks, that will help you, especially if the hamstrings feel tight. If it feels okay, you can straighten the leg all the way. I need you to feel your chest expand, your spine really tall. So if you straighten the leg, you force it to straighten, but you can't lift your chest, then bend the knee a little, and then lift the chest. Keep flexing your right toes to the face. But from here, using your core strength, I want you to inhale, lift the arms up. And as you exhale, draw the belly in, reach your arms forward. And then breathe in, lift your arms back up. Again, exhale, reach forward, draw the belly in. Inhale, lift up. One more exhale. I want you to focus on reaching forward. Doesn't matter if you can grab your foot, ankle, or leg. Try to reach past everything. Reaching towards the edge of your mat. Push your bum back. Take another inhale. Arms are still reaching. And then as you exhale, let your palms come down, wherever they go. But keep pushing your hips back. Try to lift your chest forward. Even with the knee bent, you're trying to press thighs downwards. Flex your toes to the face, fold. Next time you inhale, we'll lift back up. Place your left hand outside your right shin, knee, thigh, or if you can reach the foot, and then have your right hand off the side of the mat and twist to the right. Try to lengthen your spine instead of letting it hunch and round. Shoulders are pulled from the ears. Breathe. Next time you inhale, come back through center, release. Your left hand comes behind you. So I have my right leg straight, left knee bent, left palm behind me. I'm gonna lift the hips up. Good, exhale, sit the hips back down. Again, breathe in, pull the hips. Keep your left arm feeling a little lighter. Good, exhale. One more time, we're gonna lift up. Now, as I lift up, I'm gonna press into my right foot, into my left hand, and then I'm gonna try to lift my left shin and left knee off the mat, slide it back a little so that my left knee and my right heel is now in line. Making sure my left hand is also in line with the knee. Right arm still up to the ceiling. We're gonna reach it over to the left side now, towards the back of your mat. Good, press into the left knee and the right foot. Using your side core, I want you to slowly pull yourself up. Good, so right leg is straight, left knee is on the mat. Good, right hand slides down, weightlessly on the right leg, left arm reaching to the front. Good, from here, come back. Hands to the hips, squeeze your elbows back. I'm gonna give you the side view here. Elbows pull back. You're pressing into the knee and the foot. Push your hips forward, lift your chest up. No strain in your low back, so you don't wanna feel like you're dumping down and leaning back. Instead, think about lifting up and pushing your hips forward. If this feels okay, your left hand and maybe come to the left heel, right arm can reach back. Once again, I'm not feeling the pose in my lower vertebrae. It's a lot of strength in the hips and the legs, pushing forward, and then the heart lifting up. Good. Slow to come all the way back up. So we're here, and then we're gonna place the hands down. Tuck your left toes, lift the knee, walk your foot back onto the mat, walk your hands back to the top towards your right foot. Good. We'll bend the right knee, and then open up, warrior two. Left heel comes down. Windmill the arms open. We'll reverse our warrior again. Breathe. And then this time, bring both hands down onto the mat. Good. Right hand comes forward. Use a block if you need. Slide your left foot. Lift the left leg. And then begin to lift the left hand as well. Come into your half moon. Point or flex the foot. Press into your right leg. Lift from your right hip crease. If you're feeling steady here, right hand can also begin to float up. Hand can also be on a block if you need. Breathe. Placing right hand down, left hand down. Good. From here, you can simply step left foot back and then right foot back, or just have a little bit of fun. You don't have to hop the leg really high, but just trying to hop the right foot to the back of the mat. You may take a few more hops if you like, and then doing your vinyasa. And we'll meet in downward facing dog. So as you are in down dog here, we'll pause here for a few moments. If you're still working on a few hops, be my guest. You're even welcome to pause the video if you need to. Take a deep breath in. Sigh it out. Again, deep breath in. Sigh it out. Then look forward, breathe in, exhale, bend the knees, walk, step, or hop to the top of your mat. Halfway lift, inhale. Full forward exhale, have your legs together, bend your knees, come back to chair. Lift your heels up and very slowly sit back down onto the heels. Good. Push into the palms, shoulders relax, spine is lifted, but sit bones are resting downwards towards the heels. So watching your balance, we're going to inhale and exhale, twist to the right side again, not moving the legs. Stay here, or perhaps try to bring your elbow outside the leg without the help of the palms if possible. So just seeing if you have the active range here to find that twist. Don't worry if the elbow doesn't quite make it. Keep turning the chest. Keep twisting without the elbow on the leg for now. Good. That inhale, come back through center. Same thing on the left side. Don't move your legs. Twist. See if the elbow can come outside the leg without the help of your other palm. And again, if it doesn't quite make it, that's okay. Keep twisting. Keep building the strength in your core first. Squeeze your legs together. And then coming back through center, release your palms, lift the hips up, shake out the legs. First option, just stay here in a forward fold. You can separate your feet a little wider, grab opposite elbows, dangle your spine, sway. Second option, you can separate the feet a little wider, come into your squat. This will get the hips and the inner thighs. Try not to round your back, but lift the chest. Last option here, if you want to come back to a crow, you want to practice a few hops into your handstands or move from crow to a tripod, those are all options for you. And again, you can always pause the video. So crow, you can lower your head lightly, maybe lifting your legs. You can practice hopping. So whatever works for you. We're here for just 2 more breaths. So even if you're in a forward fold or just your squat, there's still benefits in all of the options. Good. From here, place your hands down if they're not on the mat and find your way to a down dog. So however you want to get there, you can skip your vinyasa if you need, shoot the legs back, hop it back, step it back, and then we're in downward facing dog. Good. So once again, we'll sweep the left leg up, breathe in. Simply step the left foot forward between the palms, come to a lunge, inhale. As we exhale, let the right knee gently come down. Keep your hips melting forward. Palms connect, bring your thumbs to the back of your neck. Elbows lift up, head gently pushes into the forearms, your hips push forward, and then your chest is trying to pull up towards the ceiling. Breathe. And from here, you're going to slowly release your hands. Your back toes are going to sweep into the left side. You're going to slowly walk the hands back, slide your heel back, sitting down. Untrap that right foot that's underneath your left thigh. Bring the foot to the inside of the thigh. Once again, finding something to sit on, whether it's blocks, books, or a few cushions, or even a few blankets. You can bend your left knee, as long as you're able to straighten your spine. All right, got flex the left toes to your face, arms can reach up. Got notice if you're reaching arms up and you're really rounded here, nothing wrong with bending the knee. Got inhale, exhale, reach as far away from you as possible. And then when you inhale, pull yourself back up. Good, again, exhale. Inhale, lift. One more, exhale. Pause here. So don't let the hands come down yet. Keep this a little more active. Your butt pushes back. Your thighs try to press downwards. Your heart reaches forward with your arms. Your heel, left heel also reaches forward, but your left toes pull back. Strong here. And take another breath in. And then exhale, let your hands come down. Doesn't matter where they go. I prefer not holding the foot and pulling with my arms to try to get my head towards the legs. In fact, using more of the core strength, pushing your bum back, lengthening your chest. Focusing less on bringing my face down, which ends up rounding my back, and more about lifting the chest forward. Just one more breath like this from the center. And then next time you inhale, start to lift up. Your right hand's gonna cross over, either holding the thigh, outside of the knee, calf, towards the foot. Left hand comes off the mat slightly behind you and twists. And when you inhale, come back through center. Left leg is straight, right knee is bent. My right hand's gonna come behind me. Lifting your hips, left arm reaching back. And then exhale, let the hips slowly come down. Don't drop your body. Again, lift up slow. So there's no momentum. It's all coming from the strength of your legs, your back, and the right arm, but don't sink into the arm. Lift up away from it. Exhale. One more, breathe. So notice that if you look down, your right knee, my right knee is actually off the mat. I want to line up the knee to my left ankle, left foot. So I'm going to push into the right palm, push into the left foot, try to pick up the right knee. Might not be super graceful. Bring it back a little. Line it up with the left heel. Right palm also comes in a little. And then left arm will reach up to the ceiling. Good. From here, you can reach your left arm towards the back of your mat to where your head is pointing. Good. Left sideways, ribs lift up to the ceiling. Right hand should feel light. Imagine like you're trying to stand up here because we will be standing up. So grounding into the right knee, using your side core, pull yourself all the way up. Going to the other side, the hand is weightless. Do not push down into the leg. Keep it light. And reach your right arm towards the front of your mat. Hips press forward, but lower belly is pulled in. Strong core, no back bends here yet. Then when you inhale, you're just gonna come back, hands to the hips. Once again, tuck your tailbone, push your hip creases forward, and then think about lifting your chest up. Back toes can be tucked, the right toes. Good. Do not need to go further. If you're feeling okay though, keep the hips pushing forward, lift your chest up, hands, right hand can come down, left arm can reach back, but you're not sinking into your butt, you're not sinking into your lower back, your heart is lifting upwards. You want to feel like you're trying to stand up from here. Good. And that's what we will do. We will pull ourselves all the way back. So we were here. Good. And then from here, release your hands down slowly. Tuck your right toes, lift the knee. Walk the foot back onto the mat. Walk your hands back to your left foot. Good. Palms come down. We'll step the left foot all the way back. Come to your downward facing dog. From your down dog, we'll breathe into plank. Exhale, lower all the way onto the belly. Untuck the toes. Good. Arms will reach back. Pressing into the back of your arms, squeeze your legs together. Lifting your legs just a tiny bit off the mat. Even just a tiny bit, you'll feel a lot of work in the back body. Glutes, low back. Perhaps try to lift it maybe a little higher. Think about maybe trying to lift the tops of your thighs off the mat. Good. Keep that, then lift just the arms. And then your chest and your head as well. Don't need to look up, just keep your gaze natural. Good. Point your toes back, reach your fingertips back. Good. Take another inhale. Flex your feet, toes come down. Bend your elbows, hug your elbows in. Take an inhale. Exhale, lift the belly all the way up. And then come back to your downward facing dog. Good. Take an inhale. Sigh it out. Look forward when you breathe in. Exhale, bend the knees. Walk, step, or hop to the top of your mat. Halfway lift, breathe in. And breathe out, fold. Lift all the way up, inhale, stretch. And exhale, release your arms by your side. Have your legs together. Bend your knees. Lift your heels. And then slowly sit back into this position, this really low chair. Bring your hands into prayer. Shoulders are relaxed. Pushing into the palms. Once again, we will twist to the right side. So turn your chest. Perhaps trying to find the elbow. If the elbow doesn't quite find the outside of the thigh, use the help of your other hand this time. Keep the legs in place. Bring your elbow outside the thigh. Palms push. Stay here, or see if the left hand can come down towards the floor. For some of us, we might be a little bit more lifted. That's okay. You're working on deepening the twist first. Once the twist is deeper, you'll be able to bring maybe at least fingertips down. So this is where you are right now. Just stay on fingertips. Now that the hands are on the mat or on the ground, you're digging your elbow into the legs. Have your knees push over towards the left side. And then just stay on fingertips. Try to lift your chest and turn to the right a little bit more. Now stay here, or try to press your entire palms down. Same thing here. Keep pushing your elbows into the knees. Lift your chest, turning the chest to the right. Good, continue to stay. If you're coming into your side crow, try not to let your right hip rest on your left arm. So it's lifted. From here. Palms shoulder width or a little wider. Don't let your butt sink into the elbow. Keep your bum lifted. Lean forward. Lift your feet. Elbows are bending like you're about to do a chaturanga, or it's kind of like almost to a chaturanga. And then you can play around with your legs from there, or just keep them together, knees bent. Or maybe you're still up here, that is fine. Next time you inhale, I want you to release like nothing happened. Bring your hands back onto the mat, fingertips down, lift the hips up, shake up the legs, let your head dangle, sway side to side. Separate your feet as wide as your mat, bend the knees a little bit, let your spine relax. Now bring your hands to the hips, squeeze your shoulder blades together, elbows point up. Stay here or interlace the hands, squeeze your shoulder blades together. From there, squeeze your palms together. Breathe. Releasing your arms, heel toe, your feet back together. Bend your knees, squat down. We're twisting to the left side. So again, palms in prayer. See if you have that active range to bring the elbow outside the thigh. If not, use some help. Manually get that twist a little deeper. And then perhaps see if your fingertips can come down. Good. Doesn't matter if you're not lifting the feet, or even if you are lifted, pause here for a moment. Feel the work. Your right elbow pushing into your left leg really hard, and then twist your chest. Twist it to the left side. Staying here. So you want to maintain that power. Maintain the elbow and knee pushing into each other when you start to lift the hips. Your butt does not rest on your right elbow. You can straighten one leg, both legs. You can send the left leg back. Doesn't matter. Play around with it here. And if you are lifted and then you're crow, you just want to come back like nothing happened. Coming back through center, shake it out. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Let's do that again. Inhale, halfway lift, engage your back. Exhale, fold. One more, breathe in, halfway lift. And fold. Separate your feet a little wider. Grab opposite elbows. Let the spine just gently sway side to side. From here, release your hands. Good. Step, hop, or walk your feet back. Go through your vinyasa or skip it if you need. Make modifications. Maybe you come to cobra rather than up dog. And then we meet in downward facing dog. So in down dog, Bring your knees down first. And then hands, check that they're about shoulder width, not too wide. Bend your elbows, try to lower your forearms down at the same time, and then lift your forearms up at the same time. So let's do that again. Lower and lift. Try not to have one come down and then lift one before the other. So working to stabilize the shoulders and your core so that the movement happens equally in both sides. If this was relatively accessible for you, you can try the same thing in down dog. Elbows come down. Both elbows lift up. So just taking your time here. Keep your core strong. Try not to lift one and then the other. Can you do 2 more? Just nice and slow. Don't drop your elbow. Perhaps not even bending it enough to touch the mat if that helps you to lift back up easier. All right, so this time we will lower the elbows all the way. You can bring your knees down first. Always check that your elbows are shoulder width. So hold opposite elbows. Sometimes you have to walk it in a little bit more. Palms on the mat. You can also interlace. At any point here, you can just lower your knees, take a break. You can come to child's pose even. Otherwise, you're going to lift your knees and walk your feet back. Good. So coming into your Dolphin Plank. Always welcome to lower the knees anytime you need. You just don't want your belly to start to sag. Tuck your tailbone, draw your lower belly up. Stay here or walk your feet. Lift the hips. Even if you have an inversion practice, it's good to stay a little longer here. These poses I find are actually harder than inversion sometimes. There's way more effort here. Whereas once we lift all the way up, we can almost chill out a little. So staying here. If you do have an inversion practice, you're welcome to come into it. You can shift your practice over against the wall. You can kick up against it using the wall as your spotter. Only thing is, if you've never done this before, perhaps not trying it for the first time by yourself at home. It's always good to have a teacher or someone in person can show you tips and tricks and maybe point out things that you are doing incorrectly. And if you have done this before, do not kick your legs up if your head is on the mat. So if you're doing any type of headstand, don't jump the legs. Lift it up with control. If you can't lift yet, build the strength first. That means you might have to stay here. It's not seemingly as fun. Or the other trick is find something to elevate your feet so that you don't have to jump up. You can pick it up easier. All right, so wherever you are, again, you can pause your video. You can continue, whether it's a headstand, any variation, forearm stand or a handstand. Practice is yours. If you want to take a child's pose instead, be my guest. This is your practice, and I'm just trying to give as many options as possible because I'm not sure who's watching. All right, so just a few more breaths here. One final thing, if you are kind of in between, you have started an inversion practice, teddy bear is always a great place to start, which is tripod setup. Make sure ears never disappear neck never disappears into the shoulder. It's an equilateral triangle. My head doesn't come really close to the hands. My head is forward so that when I lift my butt up, my neck is straight and there's a nice triangle between my hands and my neck. I just bring one knee to the back of the arm, the other knee. Like just stay here. Don't move your head around. Maybe from there you can lift the knees. Bringing your knees down, bringing your toes down, lift your hips up. Come back to your downward facing dog. Let the head relax. Take a deep breath in. Sigh it out. Walk your hands back. Feet separated. Grab opposite elbows. Sway. Walk your hands forward. And then one more time, we're going to step the left foot forward. So this is the left foot. But because I realized we forgot it on the second side here. Hands can walk forward. We're going to lift the right leg. And then eventually lift the right arm, right shoulder. So your half moon here, you can point or flex the leg that's in the air. Lift from your left hip crease. Maybe left hand gets a little lighter. Breathe. Got strong leg. Hands start to come back down. You can step right foot back, left foot back. You can lightly hop the left foot back. One more vinyasa. So apologies for missing the half moon there. Take an inhale. Sigh it out. But from here, you can bring your knees down to sit. You can lightly just hop forward. You can jump through, straighten the legs out. Slowly lie all the way down. Reach your arms overhead. Stretch out the body. Breathe in. Let it go. Bend your knees. Let your knees drop to the right. Come through center. Drop to the left. Come through center. Straighten the legs up towards the ceiling. Allow the blood to flow from the feet back to the heart, as well as the lymphatic fluids to drain. Breathe. Soles of the feet together. Let your knees start to separate. Bring your hands to the shins. Perhaps slide it towards your ankles, towards your feet. Take an inhale. And when you exhale, lift your head up. Doesn't matter how far away your feet are from your face. It might not touch. That's okay. You're just trying to lift up a little. Push your knees outwards, away from you, as you try to bring your feet closer towards you. And then once again, if you feel like it's super far away, that's fine. Just hang out here for a little bit. Push your feet together. Let your knees point out. Take one more breath. Separate the feet. Come into a happy baby. Soles of the feet are parallel to the ceiling. Shoulders are relaxed. Begin to let your legs go by lifting it back up to the ceiling. Back up in this L shape. Take an inhale here. And sigh it out. Again, breathe in. Let it go. We will lower the legs together nice and slow, counting down from 10. So squeeze your legs together, breathe in. And start to release for 10, 9, breathe, 8, 7, 6, 5, we're halfway, 4, 3, 2, 1, and releasing all the way down. Shake out the legs, separate your feet a little wider, maybe finding the edges of your mat. Arms can remain reaching overhead with the elbows bent. You can have your arms reaching out or by your side. So I would recommend that you pause this video so that you get a slightly longer Shavasana. I would recommend at least 5 to 8 minutes, so you can set a timer on your phone. You can take any shape. If you have a wall handy, you can move up against the wall and take L shape or legs up the wall for your Shavasana. Otherwise, legs can remain straight. You can bend your knees, thighs collapse in, or legs and butterfly, as long as you're not feeling the strain on the inner thighs. And then closing your eyes. So pause the video here. And begin to bring your awareness back. Allow your breath to easily enter and leave the body. Start to move your fingers and your toes, your feet, hands, arms, legs. And if it feels nice, stretch your arms overhead. Point your toes. Take a deep breath in. Sigh it out. Bend at the knees and roll to your favorite side as you find your way back to a comfortable seated position. So feel free to sit any way that works for you. Have your spine tall, shoulders are relaxed, close your eyes. Just reconnecting to the breath and the body, noticing the effects of your efforts, the effects of the practice. And we will close with the sound of Om. Bring your palms together in front of your heart. Take a deep breath in. Om. Bow your head. Thank yourself for making the time for your own practice. And we hope you're able to find some peace, love, and gratitude on the mat today. Take that with you off the mat. Share it with the people you interact with. And have a wonderful rest of your day. Namaste. Once again, thank you so much for joining me today. Sorry for the little bit of mix-up. If you have any questions or comments, please don't hesitate. Talk to us. You can always find us on Instagram as well, or comment below. And hope you enjoyed the class. Abby took a nap the entire time, so that's okay as well if you don't feel like doing the whole practice sometimes. But thanks again, and thank you for your support and your donations. We really appreciate it. Stay safe, stay healthy. Thank you.